Prime Minister, on Barclays, do you agree with Mervyn King's damning verdict that some bankers have been deceitful, effectively accusing them of lying?
No, I think what the Governor of the Bank of England said is absolutely right in every way. He not only has made some pretty stinging criticisms, and I've got it here in front of me, excessive levels of compensation, shoddy treatment of customers, deceitful manipulation, but what he says is, I think, vitally important. Two things. One, we need a real change of culture. And the second thing is, we know what's gone wrong, and largely we know what needs to be done to put it right. And what you're going to see from the government is an incredibly methodical series of actions to deal with all of these problems. They weren't regulated properly, so we're changing the regulatory system and putting the Bank of England properly in charge. They weren't regulated properly in terms of conduct, so we're creating the new Financial Conduct Authority that will deal with that. They weren't paying enough taxes, so we put in place the bank levy. There wasn't proper accountability, so we're changing the laws. There wasn't enough transparency, so we're creating transparency over bonuses. And above all, at the heart of this, the Vickers inquiry, which was a big and bold inquiry involving highly expert people that's made a really radical change to how we run banks in Britain, which is to say it is time to separate the investment banking arms from the retail banking arms, because frankly, you need in the retail banking arms a real culture of banking that's about being on the side of small businesses, the entrepreneur, the citizen who wants to have a safe and secure bank. And I think that's a very important part of changing the culture. So I think you've got a whole set of actions there, and more that George Osborne set out in the House of Commons yesterday that's going to deal with this. But I recognise it's a very, very big task for the government.